Today we will be reviewing how to actually manage your booth before the event, and when you first log in you will arrive in your profile. Make sure you're in the event access section and you should see my events and the event that you're actually participating in once you've selected the event access. So what I'm going to do is find my event and select on this home icon right here in order to get to the booth that I need to manage. So when I see my booth, what I'll do is select manage on the right hand side, and here you have 4 different options. Let's start off with chat topics. You will actually be able to add new chat topics. When your attendees visit your booth, they have the option to message you, the booth representative, in the general chat or the other chat topics that you've created. In order to go back, I'm going to go back to manage booth. Let's say you would like to invite some co-workers to help you manage the booth during the event. You can select add new, put their first name, last name in, and the email that they would like to receive the invite, and then you make sure you keep the active checked and then press submit. I'm going to go back to manage booth. Now we're going to go into the interact with booth visitors section. Here you will actually have 2 different types of ways to actually meet with attendees via video. First is the group video. This basically allows multiple attendees to join your video while you're managing your booth. But make sure that you do have a booth representative inside the group video at all times if you would like to make sure that you do not miss anybody when they're visiting your booth and they select that video icon. But before you can do that, what you need to do is group meeting settings. You need to actually need to set up the time that you would like your group video to be active. So if your exhibitor hall session is from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., what I would recommend you guys doing is going here and changing this to 1 p.m. and coming here as well on the same date and changing that to 4 p.m. and click apply. You do not need a video meeting theme, but you can put one in here if you'd like. I'm just going to press submit. I've now actually created my video chat setting, and people will be able to visit my video chat room in my booth from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. at any time. Like I said before, make sure you have a booth representative in that video chat room during the times that you have established. I'm going to go ahead and delete my old time that I actually put in here earlier. So once that's completed, I'm going to go back to interact with booth visitors. Once that time has been completed, your booth representative can now go in that group video and expect those attendees during that time slot. But let's say you would like to actually schedule meetings with specific attendees. What you can do is go to private meeting settings, select a time where you'd like to actually be available for private meetings in your booth. Actually set the time to start at, let's say, 1:30 p.m. and you want it to close at 2:30 p.m. I can apply that. I have to set a session duration, so I'm going to put in 10 minutes and a break between session times. So let's put in 5 minutes for that. I will then generate new slots, and the time slots have been generated. What you will then have to do is come in here and make it so that you are available for those time slots if you'd like people to be able to schedule a time during that time slot. Once you have done this, you can check out the other user attendee experience. When they go and actually visit a booth, what they would do is select that meeting icon in that top left corner of your booth. They would then select a time to meet with you. They would see these 5 time slots available. And what you would then see is that name actually being confirmed in this column right here once they've selected the time they would like to meet with you one-to-one. I'm going to go back to my booth area, go back to manage. Now that you've actually set up the private meeting settings, you can, in order to actually meet with that person that has confirmed that time for a one-to-one meeting, you can just go into private meetings video and meet with that individual here as well. I'm going to go back to dashboard, and I want to show you guys one more thing, and that is view dashboard. Once you're in the dashboard, you can see the total visits that have come to your booth. You can see how many people have downloaded any files that you have actually posted in your booth. You can see how many uploads have been made in your booth. And when I say uploads, that would be an attendee providing you their capability statement, for example. Then if someone had provided you their capability statement, that number would then become 1. You can see how many messages have been sent in the chat topics. See how many live chats have actually been conducted. And then you can see how many video chats have been conducted as well. And then the booth uploads down here. If someone has provided your booth with their capability statement, you would see that capability statement pop up below the booth uploads here. You would see the attendee name that provided their capability statement, and then the file information right here. You would then be able to click on the file and download it for future use.